So we're going to try and get this out today. So we're going to show you a little how-to guide, or how not to, getting this out. So I've had a brief look, and I know these little side bits just pull off, which is, didn't expect that. And as you can see, there's the little slots that slides into all of that. So we're going to do that both sides. Okay, so now I can see, well, a load of dirt. I can see what looks like an 8mm there that we've got to undo, maybe an 8mm down there that we've got to undo, and it's going to be the same the other side. Now, I'm not sure that you've actually got to do this, but I'm just going to pop this cover off, just so. I'm just going to pop him off. Just go all the way around. Try not to break any of the clips. That releases off. As you can see from the back of it, there's the little clips that clip into the console. Okay, so next step is we're just going to pop this off, and this clips in either side, so just be gentle when you pull that off. And I'll show you the clips, and see one there, one there, one there, and one there, and then that gives you access to these screws here, which look like a T20. There's 4. I'm hoping, looks like we're going to have to undo all of the head unit as well and remove all of that. This is becoming quite a big job. Okay, so these are T20, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So with those top ones removed, there is this metal sort of casing that actually covers these screws that were here. So this heater climate control was mounted just like that. So you see just there, that allows you to pull this away, so that's not in the way. So this comes out the way. Not quite sure you need to do this, but I just want to see how much room I've got. So we'll mention this later on in the video if you need to remove this or not. But for those that do need to know how to remove this, this is a how-to guide, how to take your heat climate control off, or get to your head unit, or even the actual display screen, which is also for T20s. Okay, so lifting the armrest up. I've got a little pick tool here that I just got underneath this clip here. So once you get underneath this clip here, you get 2 hands, so you pick that up and you then use the other hand to pull back with that, if that makes sense. And I'll show you the bottom of that, and you can see where that clips, so it comes up. And you do the same on the other side. And we've taken those off. We've got T20 there and a T20 there, so we're going to undo those, and hopefully this will pull this bit away and we can get to the next bit of plastic. With both of those screws undone, literally you just pull this away, and then that whole unit actually pulls away from the back of the center console. Kind of scary how easy that is to put away. It's literally just clipped in again. You can see the clips, but it pulls away quite easy. I thought it would be a bit more difficult than that. As you can see, there's a T20 here and a T20 here, so we're going to undo those. So coming down the back here, on the back of the centre console, you've got one T20 that goes through this side, the same is in that side, and then you've got one there and one there, so we're going to undo all of those. Okay, not sure if we had to undo those T20s in there, because that's removed for this air sort of blower duct pipe, but there is 2 8mm in here, and then there's one on the other side as well. So there's one there, sorry, and there's one on the other side, so one each side that we've got to undo. Right, so with both of those 8mm removed from here and here, you see these little clips here. We've just got to lift the plastic away and over from that, so that side and that side, and this pulls away this whole console away from there. So the next thing we want to do is just pull the seat back, and there's a little pin that runs all the way through here. You just see the other side. I've tapped it out slightly. You just need to get a little tool in there and just hammer that through. So I'll show you that. See, that's the pin that you have to bash through. So the lid just pulls off, and then what we've got to do now is pull off the side plastic. So literally I just worked my way from the back and then pulled away along. They're just clipped in, and as you can see, we pulled one out the way just here, and we've also got to do the same the other side. And the reason we've got to do that is because there's actually some screws underneath we've got to undo. There's a T20 each side, as you just saw me undo, and there's also two at the front, one on each side, and I will show you that now. And as you saw from the time lapse there, we had to undo these T20s which were sitting just under here. There's one of those each side, and then there's also some T20s just sticking in there, and that just slots back. And when you actually remove this end, you just have to pull this out away from that little clip there, and then it lifts up and then sort of back. So you pull it back as you pull it, if that makes sense, so it doesn't catch under here. So now we're just going to get under here and try and get this module out. So I've just pulled the console out towards me this way, so towards the back seat, and then turned it, and then I'm going to flip that. I'm going to put something on that side so I don't scratch the gloss black. So now this is on its side. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 T20s, and then this whole section will pull away, and then we just got to unplug this clip. That little red clip pulls out, and then there's a little like tab you just push down, and that enables the plug. So now we're just going to undo those. And with those 4 removed, we're just going to pull the unit out, well, without breaking that. Just going to pull the unit out, and as you can see, it's quite heavy actually. One module. Let's hope this is the problem. Now my car is a complete mess. So here is the gear selector unit out then. I think it's actually called a TCS, which is a transmission control switch, but obviously there's so much involved inside this. It's actually quite a heavy unit as well. You've got your part number on the back, so if you are buying a brand new one, then your part number will just be there, and that begins with GK52. And yeah, so we're going to send this off now to someone on eBay, as we put in the video clip earlier. Obviously you can check out on eBay, or you can send it off to whoever. You can buy these from Amazon as well, but I would rather just have my own genuine part back, if I'm completely honest with you. So if they can repair it and just solder, you know, apparently it's resistors that go in here, so if they can just put new resistors in, send it back, and all jobs good, then I'm very happy. And a quick shout out to these guys, kgautoelectronics.com. For any electrical issues you do have or need repairing, go to these guys. They have been completely spot on. Thank you. So if this video was helpful for you, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we will create many more how-to guides for you all. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. See you later.